Twin Cities Adventures here with our Minnesota Koi Pond playlist, and right behind me is our beautiful koi pond. And this is the filter pond. And if you've been watching our playlist, you've probably seen me talk about this. You probably saw us build it. You've seen us clean it. You see what's inside our filter pond, the biomedia, so we can grow beneficial bacteria to foster a healthy environment for the fish and the plants to live in. So now we're gonna do something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. We're gonna build a custom clean out for our filter pond. Okay, before I disassemble the filter tank there, we're going to glue on this bit right here onto this. So obviously we're gonna cut that to length, but first we're gonna glue that. We'll let that dry while we clean out our filter. So we're gonna use this ABS cement to glue that on.
Just do it like this. Shove it on.
There we go. Let that dry. Okay, so we just killed the power, so the water kind of is going down here, and the waterfall's gonna stop there in a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down what's in our filter, and you can see what's in it. These rocks just basically weigh down these filter pads here that the water filters through. I'm gonna rip this apart and throw it on the lawn real quick, and you can check it out. There's one.
One green pad, or is a second green pad. And then we have 3 bags of...
And then we have laundry bags filled with sponges.
3 laundry bags filled with sponges. These sponges were originally
2.
gutter filters, but we cut them up so we can put them in these bags.
And 3.
There's the 3rd one.
So we're gonna hose these off because this hasn't been done in 2 months. But once we build this, we're just gonna suck the water out from the bottom. Okay, so what we do is we drag the shop vac right back. We just roll it back, and then I pour it right into the garden. And this pond water makes our plants and shrubs, look at this evergreen here, grow like crazy.
Yes, it was about half the size last year.
Yep. Then we'll go back and we'll get another load. Okay, just giving those a good wash, getting a lot of the sludge out. There's still a lot of good beneficial bacteria in there. Now let's go check out what the inside of the filter pond looks like. That's how deep it is. It's empty. There's bug larvae in there. The bugs always lay their eggs and the larvae grows in the pond filter. Oh well, maybe the fish will eat them, or who knows what. You can spray that out and it'll knock them right off. And then you can suck that right up again. Okay, so here are the necessary parts we need. I took the tube off the shop vac because we're not gonna need that when we clean the filter pond in the future. This is a conversion here. This just goes onto there. And I'm gonna tighten that up into this here. And then this I'm going to put on here, but we're gonna cut it to length. So that'll be all ready, and then this will be sticking up out of the top of the filter like so. And then we'll just come over here and we'll attach the shop vac to that, and it'll suck the water from the bottom of the filter pond from now on. So we don't have to take it apart anymore.
Yep.
Okay? Okay, so we glued this on to make a nice tight seal. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the pond, and it's just gonna sit right in the bottom of the filter pond. And then I'm gonna measure about where I wanna cut this to. And I think I'm gonna cut it to about just right here. That'll be just fine. There we go. All right, so now we'll take one side. We'll pop this rubber flange on there. We'll get it about halfway through. And then we're gonna tighten this compression clamp on there so it's a nice tight seal. And then we're gonna take this side, and we're gonna put that on, and we're gonna tighten that and make a nice tight seal. Okay, so that is it. It's like got a T on the bottom. It'll suck water out from both sides. And then on top, it's got a transition into the right size that will adapt to our hose for the shop vac. Now the only thing I need to do is cut 2 slits in these top filters here. So I'll just go like this and this and cut through there.
Make sure you go all the way through.
Yep. Till you see grass, right?
And it's better to do this on grass so you won't dull your blade if you accidentally hit the pavement.
Yep. So now this is the water that comes in to the filter pond. I just put that around that tree guard there. And I put that down like that, and then I'll put a filter bag around that. This guy is just gonna go right in there like that, and now I'm gonna go get my filter bags and start throwing them down in there. So the first one will go right between this here and this here. The second one will go right there.
Now it's standing up on its own.
Now the purpose of these is to grow beneficial bacteria. Now this one is going to go right there on top of that and hold that water in line there in place. And that does stand up on its own. We'll put the first filter around here. We'll just grab that, put that right around it, and that will sink in right around it.
Just like that.
Just like that. Push that all the way around. Here's another one. Now this one goes right around there. Put that right there, just like so. And then this one's got a slit on it, just for the hose. I'll tuck that all the way around. And now when I fill these up with water, those guys are gonna float. That's why I have a few rocks here to put around there. So what I'm gonna do next is turn the power back on and get some water in there. Okay, so since that is empty and I'm gonna turn the power back on, it's gonna suck water out of the pond. I need to fill the pond back up. I could either use the hose or, see right there, that little hose right there? That's part of our underground sprinkler system. I have a special zone for our pond, and it fills our pond twice a day for 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna turn that on for maybe 5 minutes, and that will fill that up while the pond water is getting sucked out of the pond into the filter right there. Turn the power back on, and then we have 10 minutes on zone 10 in the sprinkler system. Let's go check out what's going on here. See right there? That fills the pond up. Normally puts fresh water in there for 2 minutes twice a day. It just tops the pond off and gets fresh water in there, and then the chlorine gets filtered out through everything that's in the pond. We've got plants, we've got beneficial bacteria, there's fish poo, there's a top pond that's got plants and beneficial bacteria growing in there. I mean, we've got it all. Cattails, plants, all kinds of stuff here. Let's go over here and check out the filter pond. So that is getting filled up right now. We'll come back when that's full. There she comes, filling up the filter pond. Water's going wild over there. And it's just gonna creep over the edge of the waterfall. And then we'll play around with the waterfall and make sure it's just the way we want it here. And then that fills this pond up full of plants and mixed media. And then goes over the big waterfall into the big pond with the koi fish in it. So the water filter pond is completely filled up there. It's going over the waterfall into the small pond, and that's going into the big pond. We are topped off with water. Let's go take a closer look at our new invention. Now here's the shop vac without the stick on it. So all we have to do now is come over here, place that on there, and hit the gas. Go ahead, Samuel. Look at that. It just sucks that all out so fast. Turn it off. Now that is a success. Let's take that off there. It's filled with water. Now check out what's in there. Boom, so fast. That is gonna be so nice. Now all we have to do is come over here once a month or so and hook that up, and we'll kill the power on the pond, and then we'll suck all of the icky sludge water out of there. So let's put these rocks back in there next. Okay, so now we just put some pond plants around here, and these grow like crazy, and that'll look real pretty on top of this. Now, how are we gonna cover this eyesore? What should we put on that?
Frog house, maybe.
Oh, looky here, I got one right here. Here's a little toad house. So you don't even need one with a cutout on it, but I'm just gonna stick that right over the top of that. And then that covers that up nicely.
That's a pretty blue color.
Yep.
And then we also have one there covering up the bubbler system.
Yep. And there we have it. I'll come back tomorrow and this will be crystal clear. That's what that looks like from here. And easy, low maintenance filter clean out. And a nice healthy koi pond. Thanks for watching our filter pond clean out build. So I hope you watch our Minnesota koi pond playlist. And if you're interested in raising baby koi fish, check out our Raising Baby Koi Fish playlist. I'll put both of those at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Twin Cities Adventures out.